am I doing all right? Because that's another thing I had to really get over too from playing original
Thoughts
music.
creeping in.
And like from playing original music to playing cover gigs was the same fact that uh, getting applauses in a bar,
Hmm.
because we all know from original music, the applause is something that you vibe off of to let you know you're doing a good job and the
Yeah.
show's going
Did this
good.
go well?
Yeah, so when I first started playing my first couple shows, and playing, getting done one of my songs or just the cover, and it's just like crickets, or like maybe one person, I'm like, okay, did I just
Yeah.
bomb that song? Or but then a guy
Right.
was telling me before, he's like, you just got to remember that you're a jukebox to these people.
Yeah.
Your background
Literally.
music. You'll have an occasional
Yep.
person that is there to actually listen to music, and they'll listen to you and actually give you the response you want. But 9 times out of 10, people are not giving any shits of you being there. They know
Yeah.
you're there, but they're not necessarily always paying attention.
Right. You are strictly entertainment at that point. No one's there
Right.
to see the art of what you're doing,
Exactly.
That's like totally different from the local shows that we grew up in and we're
Right.
playing in, where everyone is only there for that expression and that art. They're not
Right.
there to have like hot wings and beer with their, well, depending on the venue, maybe they are too, but
Uh huh.
you know, they're there for the music as opposed to I just want to hear like Creedence Clearwater Revival in the background while I'm, eating my hot wings with my
Right.
wife and kids. You know,
Yeah. So it
it's like
it
I'm
took
not
me a
going to clap for
while.
you. Sorry, guy.
It took me a while, and then now it's like, okay, just get done the song. Thank you. Keep it
Go.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yep, just keep it rolling, and then you're getting into, and then you just get into a groove, and then I think that's when people actually, like, when they see you getting into it, they're like, oh, okay, I mean, this guy's
Yeah.
pretty good, and because
You hit your
these people
stride. And,
these people never know like what to expect either, because sometimes
oh,
if they don't have the jukebox going, and if they start seeing like a musician, especially a soul, I think bands usually don't get this as much, I feel, but like when somebody comes in as like a solo artist and they start setting up, you're like, oh god, we have to listen to this guy for another for the next 3 hours. But then when they start singing, and he can actually belt a couple things, like, oh, okay, this guy's not that bad. I wish I didn't
yeah.
kind of say that before. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
like people never
Oh,
know what
that
to
that brings
expect.
up a topic I always mean to ask like all my other musician friends that do this kind of stuff.
Hmm.
How in the hell do you go about picking your first couple songs because they're so damn important to your set? Like when you got to capture people, like
Yeah.
picking the first ones, it's just like, all right, I got to go see the room. I got to see like who's in there, and then I'm gonna need to decide in the moment because I have no freaking clue how to play this.
That is something that I am still learning. Usually, I'll just go off of. Lately, it's been all on the Watchtower that I'll just start playing, because that's like a
Great tune.
very something simple to kind of just get my
Yeah.
fingers all warmed up, and it's not like a very hard song to sing,
No.
and uh,
It's like it's safe but still good.
there you go. It's like a very safe beginner song. And,
Hmm.
because I mean, I do a lot of live looping now, and it's a very, easy, something simple to, put on the looper, just loop those 3 chords, put a little bass line, a little bit of percussion, and then just start going off and then start singing. So, but then sometimes it's just like, okay, well, maybe I'll change it up. And that's where sometimes I'll mess up to myself, like, cause I'm so used to playing one song, and then
Right.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to play this song first tonight. And then I'm like, okay, my whole set just got
Yeah.
totally messed up, because I'm not in the same vibe that I've been used to.
Right. This setup isn't the same. Now I'm in a different place and I don't know how to get to where I need to go.
Right. And I'm like, okay, what song do I play next? Because now I have no clue. I'm like, I'm usually used to like ending with this, and I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, now I definitely want to play that. But after you play a new first song, you're like, okay, I mean, I don't even know my vibe right now.
Right. What goes after this? I don't know. Guess I'll find out whatever I decide to play.
And I try to, learn a little bit of everything for everybody. I mean, I try not to just be strictly classic rock or strictly like today's music. I rarely play anything today, but it's mainly, a lot of, like Hendrix, Clapton, a lot of stuff like that, 80s,
Excuse me.
90s, and sprinkle a little bit of modern stuff in there just to kind of keep a
Yeah.
one or two, people that are maybe interested in some modern music. But I play a lot of the bar restaurants, so a lot of people are just, really
Right.
into like the older stuff, which is cool because,
Yeah.
I growing up with a lot of that stuff, I connect with it a lot more than a lot of these other people that are, making music these days. But
Hey man, WAP is a masterpiece of a song.
oh, you
It's
got to give it credit.
it's impeccable.
Yeah, I can only imagine where her head was at. The lyrics are just so impactful.
It really makes you think about the world. It really does.
I can't imagine just being in a studio and just just like, you know what, I'm gonna write about this. This is what
Send it.
I've been thinking about this all day, and I've had this like lyric stuck in my head all day. Oh, what is it? And they just start going like, I can't just I want to be in the
I always think like,
studio when that type of thing happens.
yeah. I always wonder what the producers do in these scenarios, like, because they're not like probably savvy to anything this person's bringing in, and then like you get handed this, and you're like, as the professional, your job is to make this sound good and sellable, and
Right.
it's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah,
Like
that's
some
something
of
too.
these
Like,
lines and stuff.
I want to know, like, I'm sure there's been, but like producers that totally hate the song they're working on, but they have to continue to make it the best they can do because that's what
Right.
their
They're
job
getting
is. But
paid.
it's like they hate the song, but they're like, well, I got to do what I got to do to make this song not suck in my head,
Right.
but still make it marketable to all these people that are going to hear this shitty song
Yeah. And make them like it.
and make them like it. Yeah.